Hi guys, welcome to this 45-minute no wrist pressure practice. I got the idea for this actually from a student of mine who had really bad wrist problems, and she ended up having to have surgery. So she's been missing yoga, and she asked if I could make a primarily standing practice with no pressure on the wrist. So that means no downward dog, no plank, no tabletop, stuff like that. So I thought that would be a really creative way for me to come up with something different. If you are familiar with Bikram yoga, you'll probably recognize a lot of what we do because there's a lot of standing. But then I throw in some of my own things, and yeah, it got my juices flowing, and I have some ideas for more no wrist pressure. And also I have a playlist that goes with this flow. If you'd like to find it on my Spotify, just go to Cara Viner. There'll be a link as well, and it's the 45-minute gentle yoga is the name of it, and there should be a picture popping up. And thank you so much. Enjoy your practice. I'm Cara from Petals and Poses. Enjoy your practice. We'll start standing. Come to Tadasana, feet together, palms face forward, shoulders down the back. Go ahead and close your eyes. Try to calm the mind. You can have a slight bend in the knees. Slow down your thoughts. Become present on your mat. And focus in on your breath. Deep inhales through the nose, fill the belly up. And long exhales out the nose. See if you can continue this breath. Maybe you make it longer. Send it to every part of your body. Flutter your eyelids open to wake your eyes up. And we'll begin. Take an inhale, scoop the air up to upward salute. Press your palms. Exhale, part the air, hands down. Start to take some little movements of the upper body, rolling the shoulders, rolling the head, rounding in the back, opening the chest. Just some freestyle movement here to wake up the upper body. Maybe you start to bend the knees, getting the lower body moving. And eventually coming back to stillness in Tadasana. Inhale to upward salute, scoop the air up. Exhale, part the air and fold. Grab opposite elbows, take a ragdoll fold. Bend your knees, take some gentle sways. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Draw the belly in. And then relaxing into this fold. Pulling the weight more forward. Let your hands fall. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time to standing. Shrug the shoulders down, Tadasana. Inhale to upward salute. Exhale, reverse swan dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and roll up on an inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, reverse swan dive and fold. I like to bend my knees before halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Roll up slowly. Head is the last thing to arrive. Tadasana. And now inhale, bring your hands up over your shoulders, lift your chest, and on your exhale, take a little back bend, trace your eyes on the ceiling, press your hips forward, easy does it, and rise on an inhale. And now we're gonna round down into a half chair. So come to a half chair, scoop your belly in and round over an imaginary beach ball, and release. Inhale, arms up, lift your chest. Exhale, little back bend, press the hips forward. Inhale, rise. Release your hands down and then come to your half chair beach ball rounding. And release. Inhale, arms up, lift your chest, take another back bend, press your hips forward. And come back up. Release the hands and round it over into a half chair. Really scoop the belly in. Come back to Tadasana. Going into standing half moon. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, shrug the shoulder down. Grow taller with another inhale. Exhale, bump your hips to the right and bend to the left, reaching out through the fingertips. Feel the stretch on the right side body and then really root those heels down into the mat. Shoulder away from the ears. And change. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, shrug the shoulder down. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, bump your hips to the left, bend to the right. Imagine you're between two panes of glass here, going right in between. And change. Come on up. Take a little rounding, let that go. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, shrug the shoulders down. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, bump your hips to the right, reach to the left. So standing half moon now. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands. So this is in place of a grip, since we're being easy on the wrist. And change. Inhale through center. Exhale, bump your hips to the left, reach to the right. Energy shooting out those fingertips. Heels are planted, legs are engaged. And change. Release your hands down. Now step your feet out hip distance, setting up for awkward series. Reach your arms out, shoulder height. Inhale here, and then exhale, sit back. So it's kind of like a chair pose, but our legs are at hip distance. Weight is in the heels, long spine, strong arms, low abs lift in. Maybe a slight tuck of the tailbone to take out the crunching in our back. Maybe you sit deeper. Keep breathing. And change. Rise on an inhale and come right up onto your toes, trying to stay right over the big toe, ball of the foot area. Squeeze your calves and now start to bend your knees. Imagine you're sliding your back along a wall, just nice and flat, straight down. You don't have to go too far. Go to your place. Keep breathing. Knees right over the toes, nice in line. And release, come back up, lower the heels. Let that go. We'll take a second set. Root the feet down, hip distance. Arms come up. Lots of energy in those arms. Inhale, and on your exhale, sit it back. Maybe you find a deeper expression this time. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Neck in line with spine. How low can you go? And then we'll use an inhale to rise And then keep going right up to those toes nice and high. Keep those heels high. Squeeze your calves. Inhale and exhale. Start to go down the wall. Bend the knees. Keep those heels high. If the heels start to lower, then just hold it there. Belly in. Breathe. And change. Extend the legs. Lower the heels. Now we're going to take eagle. So inhale, scoop your arms up. And on your exhale, swing your right arm under your left and come into a chest hold. It can be really light here on the wrist. Sit back in your chair, peel the right foot up, lift the knee high, and then go for the wrap. You can always have the right toes touching the mat like a kickstand, but you want to try to shrug the shoulders back, squeeze the knees towards the middle, squeeze your inner thighs together. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Sit a little deeper. And change. Come on up, let that go. Inhale, scoop the arms. And now the left arm will come under the right. Same thing, hugging the chest. Sit back in your chair, peel the left foot off the mat, lift the knee high towards the chest, and then go for the wrap, squeezing the knees towards the midline. Try to sit up tall in the torso. Pull that belly in. Find one soft gazing point. Keep your eyes there. And release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let them go. Now we're going to take a deep fold. So inhale, scoop the air. Exhale, reverse swan dive down to your fold. Again, you can grab opposite elbows here, or if it is available to your wrist, lightly wrapping the arms around the legs, trying to maybe flatten the forearm behind the calves. Just avoid pulling on that knee joint. Let's take a deep fold. Draw your weight more towards the balls of the feet. Pull the belly in, crown down, chin comes towards chest. Deep breaths. And release. Roll up slowly. Tadasana. Next, balancing posture. So a modified standing forehead to knee. You can take prayer position, or for the purposes of a wrist cast, you could have fists towards the center. Lift your right knee up to a 90-degree bend in line with the hip. Find your balance here. And now, if it feels okay, kick that right heel forward. Try to keep that leg high, tall on that standing leg. Keep your breath going. And now bend that knee back in and step it down. Other side. Take your hands to the position of your choice and then lift that left knee up, hip height, 90-degree bend. Standing tall on that right leg. Don't sink into that hip. Now going for the kick. Extend the left leg. Try to keep it high. Shoulders down, tall spine. Bend the knee back in and slowly release back down. Letting all of that go. Now we're going to do a modified dancer. So we're just going to hold the position but not take the grip. So left arm comes out, bend that right knee, reaching that foot behind you, maybe kicking it slightly like you would in a dancer. trying to stay tall in the spine here, not worrying about the dive forward. And release. Other side, right arm reaches out, left hand down by the side. Bend that left knee and then start to kick it out as if you were going into a dancer pose. Pull that belly in, sit tall, kick that leg. And release. Let that all go. Inhale, scoop the air. Exhale, fold. So a second deep fold, again, maybe taking opposite elbows or that light wrap of the arms behind the legs, switching the hand on top. Again, draw your weight more forward, let the tailbone rise. Try to melt the shoulders away from the ears and reach down through the crown. And release. Roll on up. Now come to the back of your mats. Going for balancing stick. Step your left foot forward, spread the foot nice and wide. Right foot behind, hands down by the sides. Then just lightly lift that right foot. And if you want to go to the full expression, the goal is to make a T shape. So the upper body and the leg move at the same rate. You're reaching your crown forward, you're reaching your toes back, fingertips back. Keep breathing. And slowly come on up. Walk that right foot forward and we go right into the next side. So left toes behind and then start to lift. No rush to go to the full expression. Maybe you stop along the way and hold it there. And slowly start to come up. Use control, use your core. And together. Go ahead and take a separate leg stretch here, about 3 feet apart. Inhale, open your arms, lift your chest, toes are forward, and fold. So for the purpose of no wrist pressure, again, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the hands rest, whatever's most comfortable for you. And find your center in between your hips. Draw your weight towards the balls of the feet, not sinking into our heels. And enjoy the stretch. Breathe into the backs of the legs. And from here, take a halfway lift and rise. We'll take warrior two on the right. Turn the right toes out so the right heel's in line with the left arch. Take a 90-degree bend in that right knee and then press the knee open so you can see the big toe and the second toe. Arms nice and strong, shoulder height. Looking out past the right fingertips. Left leg is engaged and rooted. Take an inhale, flip the palm, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Wrapping the left arm behind the body. If it is okay to rest it on the back leg, you can take that variation. Take your gaze where it's comfortable on the neck, never forcing the neck, never straining. Reaching through those right fingertips. Warrior legs are strong here. And inhale to warrior two. And we'll go to extended side angle. So we're going to rest our forearm lightly on that right knee. Left hand comes up past the ear. Maybe you take your gaze up towards the sky, twisting that right lung forward, left lung towards the ceiling. Light on that right arm. Look down for balance. Inhale to warrior two, and exhale, reverse your warrior again. Breathe into the right side body. And change. Inhale, warrior two. Extend your right leg. Heel toe the left foot in a couple paces. Bump your hips to the left and reach to the right and tilt into your triangle. Just hovering those right fingertips over the mat. Tuck your right hip towards the front. Spin the left lung open, trying to stack those shoulders. Now look down and rise. Shift your hips towards the right and reverse your triangle now. Opening those hip flexors. And change. Inhale through. Spin your torso towards the right and then step the left foot in. Keep that foot at a 45-degree angle. We're going to do a little pyramid. Hands behind the back. Inhale into the chest and then fold with a long flat back. Hold that flat spine until you feel that stretch in the right leg and hold it there. Use your core. Tucking that left hip so that you can square your hips off. Square the torso over the right leg. Reach out through the crown. We'll use a strong inhale to come up with that flat back and change back to separate leg stretching. Open your arms, lift your heart. Inhale and fold. And taking the placement of the hands where it's comfortable. If you're able to find a grip and pull yourself in deeper, I encourage you to do that. Otherwise, just enjoy the stretch. Weight comes slightly forward, shoulders away from the ears. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, rise. Turn the left toes out and find warrior two on the left. Remember, left heel in line with right arch. Right leg is long and strong. Left knee bends 90 degrees. And then press that knee open so you can see the left big toe and second toe. Arms are strong. If someone were to come and push your arms, you would resist. Inhale, flip. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep those deep breaths going. Have your thoughts wandered off on you? And inhale through warrior two. Reach towards the left fingertips, extended side angle. Forearm and elbow to the thigh. Right arm reaches up past the fingertips. Again, taking the gaze as long as it's comfortable on the neck. Firm that right leg. Root that right foot. Look down for balance. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Extend the left leg, heel toe the right foot in. Same alignment, heel to arch, just long legs. Bump your hips to the right, reach to the left, and come into triangle. This time the left hip tucks forward, the right lung spins open. Right hand shooting up, stacked on top of that shoulder. And look down for balance. Inhale, rise. Shift your hips now towards the left. Exhale, reverse your triangle. And change. Square your torso over the left leg. Step the right foot in. 45-degree angle with the right foot. Bring your hands behind your back. Inhale, grow taller, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge and fold. Keep that long flat back, both feet rooted, and then you're going to hold your flat back when you feel that great stretch behind the left leg. Can you grow taller at the crown of your head? Can you firm up the legs more? Can you keep your steady breath going? And we'll use a very strong inhale to lift. Use your core. Keep that flat back. Come on up and change. Now we're going to come to goddess. So turn both toes out. Take your either hands to heart center or the fists towards the center. Sit in a deep squat. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Your shoulders are stacked over your hips. When you feel solid, take your full goddess arms, 90-degree bends. Take an inhale in the center. Now exhale, twist from the core to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Twist left. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and twist. Exhale. Sit a little deeper in your goddess. Stay with me. Keep breathing. And release. Let that go. Step your feet together. And now we'll come into tree pose. Taking your tree wherever it is today. As long as we avoid that knee joint. Then you can extend your arms up into branches. Bring your branches back in. Turn the knee in and step it down. Other side, standing on the right foot. Take the left foot to your tree. Maybe it's up on the thigh. But if you can't grab your foot, then maybe you prop it onto the calf. And then when you're ready and you feel balanced, you can extend those arms out. And start to bring those branches back in. Turn the knee in and step it down. And now gently lower yourself down to your knees so you can come down to the mat. For our hip stretch, we're going to do cradle the baby. And when I was doing this practice, it took me a minute to kind of figure out, oh, I should probably face the camera for this one. So bear with me, but we will be cradling the right leg first. And I try to showcase this here, like if you have a cast on your wrist, this is how we would grab it. So you're going to grab the right leg up towards the chest and cradle it like a baby. The more you sit up tall, the more you pull that leg in, the more you're going to feel it in that right hip and glute area. If this is not working for you, you can always take a figure 4 stretch down on your back. And release. Take the other side. We're going to cradle the left leg now like a baby. Pull it up nice and high to the chest. Sit up tall. Breathe into your left hip. And release. Now we'll extend the right leg out and bend the left leg. Open your arms, look to your left fingertips, and then take a side bend. Reaching out through the fingertips. Right toes are flexed up to the sky. And now turn your torso so it's parallel to the floor and fold a little deeper if you can. So maybe you're squared over your leg, maybe you're towards the inside of your leg. It's okay. Either works. Pull that belly in and keep breathing. And come on up. We'll switch, extend the left leg out, right leg in. Open your arms, look to your right fingertips, and then take your side bend. And now, turn your chest flat towards the floor and fold a little deeper. Reach out. Long spine. And come on up. Next, we'll come to the top of the mat. Make our way down. We're going to come through a boat. Inhale, reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, come to that tipping point. Maybe the feet stay down, or maybe you lift the feet up in line with the knees. Strong boat. Think low ribs and pelvis coming towards each other. Shoulders down, neck long. Embrace the shake. And come on up, inhale, and slowly lower down to your mat. Nice job. Rest your hands on your belly, bring the soles of the feet together. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. And just breathe into your hands. Deep belly breaths. Next, we're going to set up for a bridge. So you're going to go ahead and bring your knees back up and center in line with the hips. Step the feet in towards the hips. Hands can be down, or the elbows can be bent so the hands are up to take pressure off the wrists. Take an exhale And on an inhale, lift your hips up. Press your feet down. Squeeze those glutes. Try to keep your knees in line with your hips. So imagine you're squeezing a block. Shoulders are down. Neck is long. Maybe you get a little higher with every inhale. And come on down. Come back to Supta Baddha Konasana. Take some breaths here. Let the knees continue to be pulled down by gravity. And we'll come into a second set of bridge. Knees in line with hips, feet in line with knees, and then step them in. Exhale and inhale, lift. Maybe you get a little higher this time. Remember, neck is long, shoulders are down. Squeeze your glutes, wrap your ribs in, pull the navel in, but keep breathing. Press those feet down, find some height, squeeze, lift higher. One more big inhale, lift, and come on down. Take Supta Baddha Konasana one more time. Let that go. Now we're going to set up for a twist with eagle legs. So take the right leg on top. Arms are open at shoulder height. Let the legs fall to the left. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. It's okay if your legs don't completely wrap around each other and maybe you make some wiggles. This is a bit of a harder posture for me, so just take it wherever your body wants to go today. You could always replace this with a basic twist as well. And come back through center. Now our left leg goes on top, eagle legs. Then drop the legs over to the right and gaze over the left shoulder. Let your low back muscles go. And bring it back to center. From here, take the soles of the feet together. Come back to Supta Baddha Konasana for just a few more breaths. Arms can rest wherever it feels good right now. And now close the knees, bring them in, and let's come to legs up the wall. Extend the feet up to the sky. Maybe you close your eyes at this point, encouraging a little reverse blood flow here. Now slowly release your right leg down to the mat, followed by the left, and find Shavasana, your final resting corpse pose. Palms face up, feet flop open, belly muscles release. Let the shoulders sink down, the jaw release, the skin on your face relax. Take your mind to a place of peace and quiet, meditating
on a single image that is filled with light and gratitude, allowing the body to deepen into the state of relaxation. Keep your mind in the practice. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need, and getting up at your own pace and mindfully. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.